In our teaching lessons, we always focus on individuals, how individuals can contribute to creativity. It doesn't matter which background you are. You can be from different discipline backgrounds, but at the end of the day, you are a storyteller. And one day you're going to be telling a story about your ideas. You're going to be sharing your ideas to the world. And it is so exciting to do that because every day could be an adventure. You're meeting different people. You'll be in different environment, different companies. So whatever your career or disciplines are, you're going to be able to do this. But how? First, you got to get confident about yourself, understanding that the world consists of different disciplines and you are coming from different disciplinary backgrounds. So all these will be intersecting, right? They're all intersecting. And there's all these programs and courses and careers and jobs, and they're all going to be hybrids. So all of them need creative thinking. All of them need creative output. All of them need creative contributions. So it's all about that. It's all about the idea. How are you going to improvise? How are you going to develop? How are you going to improve present ideas? It all depends. It all starts with you. But you know, you're gonna have to get started by first understanding the situations that you're in. Sometimes it's very competitive, right? It's a very competitive world, and because it's so competitive, you all want to get there. Everybody wants to get number one, you know, everyone. But you see, you forget everybody works differently, and each one of you are so different, right? So you're going to have to first develop the confidence to be able to make that journey. Creative thinking and being a student in and applying creativity is basically a journey. You know, it's a path that you have to take. So it can be very overwhelming because of lots of high standards, people expectations. So what is it that limits your ability to make that journey? you know what it is? Self-criticism. Sometimes you're being too hard on yourself. You're judging yourself too much. So in this module, we don't allow you to judge yourself. We want you to explore and have a lot of fun. And how do you get fun into your system? Be a kid. Look, we're all kids. I'm a kid too. Maybe an overgrown kid, but you're a kid. I'm not saying you're a child, but your inner child, more important. You're gonna have to come out, your inner child come out and start to manipulate and see the world as have fun with your job, have fun with your work, yeah. And then you will be in a state of creative flow. And as you flow, your creativity expands, and next thing you know, you have these ideas. You have a whole library and repository of ideas. But you got to have to get rid of certain myths. How do you do this? Get rid of the myths. What are myths? Myths are like little things that tell you that you can't, you know, things that false assumptions that tells you that this cannot be done and whatever, right? But when it comes to creativity, you're going to have to remove these myths first. Try to make that effort to do it. So myth number one: if creativity comes like aha, yes, like an epiphany, definitely not, because creativity is hard work. It doesn't just appear like that in out of the blue. You're going to have to work towards it, and then suddenly bang, you know, you get it. So it only happens after some effort, some hard work, some struggles, yeah. And there's always a clear path to creativity. Definitely not. There's no clear path to creativity. It's a very rough road. The journey can vary for different individuals, but sometimes it really helps if you work together, yeah, making allies. Now, myth number 3: creativity is the result of the lone innovator. Absolutely not true. You have to have teamwork. You can't work alone all the time. There's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do. You can see that? So much you can do. I can't see it. There's only so much you can do, right? But if you work together, if you have a team, so that's why in this module we have group work. Yeah, we have individual work, we have group work, and group work can be very daunting and scary, but trust me, we are going to be there to help you out. Superman? No, this is not about Superman. It's not about greatness. Creativity is not always about greatness. Everybody can be creative, even everyone in any profession, okay? Whatever you do, anyone can be creative. But the thing is, ideas are the one that's going to make you great. Ideas can be great. Ideas are the ones that's going, you see, you can come up with 120 ideas. So out of the 120 ideas, maybe 2 are the best ones, and out of the 2, 1 is the best one. So that's what we're going to be training you about. Trying to find alternatives, trying to look at different ways to do the same thing. So we will work on projects and assignments that's fun enough for you to do that. Myth number 5, I'm not creative. Now, if you're the type of person who tells yourself that I'm not creative, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that, I'm not going to whatever in, don't be so negative. Now you're going to have to turn that negative into positivity. You're going to have to tell yourself, I can. There's no such thing as I'm not creative. You already are creative, and whatever you're doing, you're doing it, you know. So there's no such thing. Okay, so reject all that thoughts. You're going to have to change that pattern of thinking, you know, convert the negativity to what can you do about it, right? So think about it. Okay, so don't judge yourself, don't put yourself so down. You can, and I'm waiting to see it. Myth number 6, being creative is a waste of time. When someone tells you being creative is a waste of time, I don't think they know what they're talking about. I don't think so. It's totally not, because if it is, then whatever that you're doing is a waste of time, right? Because creativity involves everything. Whatever that you're doing and whatever you're working with, even the most menial of tasks, you can find better solutions. So creativity is really about that journey to find alternatives, finding answers. Sometimes you can't get the answers, but still, do not reject small beginnings. It's never a waste of time. Okay? Myth number 7. Creativity is not for adults or people with serious careers. Totally false. The people who have serious careers, I mean, look at Elon Musk. Elon Musk is this innovative entrepreneur. All right, he's set up companies like Tesla, SpaceX, and look, he came up with ideas. He and his team of engineers, rocket scientists, designers, they all came up with the most brilliant inventions, brilliant ideas. And look, in no time we're going to be going to Mars, all because he came up with an idea for reusable rockets. Incredible, isn't it? I mean, like, wow. I mean, look at Apple, right? These are serious people. These are people with serious careers. And who said they're not creative? Now, this is a false assumption, okay? Don't believe that for a second. Right. And then one of the ways to propel your beliefs is to really believe, to build a bridge between what's impossible to what's possible. So always try to reconfigure your thoughts. See, the key about creativity is reconfiguring your thoughts. So I just shared with you 7 myths, right? 7 myths about creativity that you have to be mindful about and understand and reprogram your mind, so that you can develop some really good habits. So some of the habits that you can work with is like sketching. Yeah, I know sketching. Well, don't hold on there. Look, if you're going to tell me I don't know how to sketch, I don't know how to draw, look, man, we are visual people. Okay, so you'll find a way to do it. Now, you don't have to be like Picasso or some famous artist to be able to draw. You don't have to. You're going to have to start small. Start small. Start simple. Even diagrams are drawing. diagrams, patterns, whatever, collage, you cut pieces of paper, paste it, and construct something three-dimensional, like modeling. These are all visual stuff. It's not all about drawing all the time. It's not about art. Art is a totally different thing, right? But art is also part of creativity. But you see, the difference is drawing enhances the way you see things, right? I mean, you're going to prove that to you. You're going to be doing some drawing, but not a lot of drawing. But most of these are sketching. Most of these are visualizing. So you're going to have to learn to visualize, because our brain is like 90% visual, right? So you can see visuals are processed like 60,000 times faster. 60,000 times faster in the brain than text. Reading isn't enough alone, so you're able to make connections through charts, graphs, diagrams, pictures, drawings, whatever that you think you can do. Right. Well, some of the things that you can do to help yourself to get more creative, like create an environment for creativity. What is the best place for you? Where's the place? And whether you're driving or you jogging, sometimes you're in the shower, but being in the shower would be hard to draw, isn't it? But you'll find a way, right? I'm sure you'll find a way. Or write something, write your ideas down at some point. Keep a little notebook. Very important to keep a little notebook or a little like sketchbook. Put it in your pocket, put it in your bag, and everywhere you go, you're going to the shopping mall, you're going to the restaurant, cafe, you go to tea life place, or some of those bubble tea places. You could just sketch on a tissue paper and paste it back in your notebook, sketchbook, whatever you call it. A little journaling will be very good. So you're going to be doing a lot of journaling in our class, so that's good practice and good habit. Keep a library of ideas. Create personal visual libraries. There's just no limit to what you can do with journals, right? So you could be inspired from something that you've seen, you watched, your travels, whichever that you collected. Could be hoarding stuff. It doesn't matter. So discuss that. Make it relatable. So, and have a lot of fun doing it. You are a natural creator. We are all born creators. But sometimes you can't overwork. You can't overdo things. Sometimes we have the habit of overthinking. Overthinking all the time. But if you already made the decision, then sometimes you just have to do it. And then if you do it wrong, that's fine. And re-look at it. But sometimes you keep working and working and working, and you get really tired. So take some breaks. All right. Go to the park, lie down on the grass or something, and have a nice cup of hot chocolate or coffee, whatever that. Take some useful breaks, and then re-look at your whole ideas from a larger perspective. So that's what this means. Step number 6. I didn't say steps and stuff. You can see that on the slide. Practice creativity. So practice it. Practice makes perfect, and to be honest, it's so important to practice. If you're not used to actually drawing or sketching and things like that, so maybe you can practice doing that. If you're not used to discussing your ideas with somebody else and sharing them, then it's a good practice to do that. In this module, we will introduce you to many of these practices so that you could practice them, and then you will realize your productivity increases in your other modules. Yeah, it does. And we have seen this happening for many semesters. So step number 7, finally, read more fiction. Enjoy fiction. Make up things. Enjoy stories. Watch some fiction. Enjoy it, whatever they are. Keep a library of fiction, or read. Reading and understanding, discovering what other people have created will be so useful. Now, I can't wait to meet all of you. Thank you so much for listening, for taking the time. And this is CTS Online. And for the semester, we will have CTS Online live streaming in our class group page on FB. And once we organize it, we will do it. Then there will be other sessions, like fun sessions during the live sessions, like meme competitions and so on and so forth. So yeah, there'll be a lot of room for discussion, and you could talk about pretty much anything in class. You could ask us anything, and you could explore any subject matter in your journals. And I tell you, there's so many things we can do together. So I hope to see you in class, and I hope you could explore your journey as a student, as an undergrad in this great university. So take care of yourself, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.